Hi all, Elliot here. Just a quick disclaimer before we begin. 10 Candles is a horror game that can deal with some pretty sensitive topics. We ask that you please read the episode description prior to listening to this for a list of those. With that, thank you so much and enjoy 10 Candles.
We have 5 candles burning. The light is starting to get very dim. We're going to say truth now. The first being, the world is dark. Now we have 4 truths, and then the last one is always we are alive. So we're going to start with April Grace.
The ship crashing gets us far enough onto land that we aren't going to get thrown into the electric water.
It's a good one.
Cool. We're going to go to Jackie.
I think in these last moments during the apocalypse, Jackie is realizing he is in love with Esther, or they are in love with Esther.
Shut up!
Oh, no. Esther.
We are about to reunite with Sherry.
Shut the fuck up!
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Fuck!
Because it's Chekhov's gun!
No! Chekhov's corpse.
And then, as always, the final truth. 1, 2, 3.
We are
alive.
Perfect. Wow, you're all getting better at that. That's great. So, I'll set the scene. The boat crashes. You all stumble forward, crashing into the boat. No one's seriously injured. And you're able to get off of it. And now that you're not in the lake, you notice you're not being pursued. You're back on land. A moment to breathe. You're not safe because you can still see them dancing out on the water, but not coming toward you. You can see them going in and out of the forest, but not where you are. And Ray has just told you you are 5 miles away from the town. You just have to make it through the forest now. And he's going to come with you. He's gonna make sure you kids get safe.
Okay.
And then that's where we start.
I'm sure we gather up whatever supplies of ours we can fairly quickly off the boat.
Yep.
And then start walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ray is taking the lead. And you all start going to the forest.
Yeah.
You walk about 15 minutes. Do anyone do anything in that 15 minutes?
I've been kind of tagging close behind Ray, but I think April Grace keeps looking back at her friends, knowing that she should feel guilty for hiding down below, and kind of looking to them for some sense of if they're mad at her for hiding.
Oh, go ahead.
Jackie's not. I think it might hurt more that they're not surprised.
Oh.
They don't blame you for it.
And they're not mad, they're just disappointed.
And they're not even disappointed. They're just, that's in character for April Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Reagan, do you do anything?
Reagan doesn't do anything specific, but I think people can kind of tell the fact that she did not sleep is catching up with her.
Good to know. Esther, are you going to do anything?
Esther is staying so close to Jackie, probably trying to hold their hand.
Oh.
Yeah, I
You-
think they will.
You all reach a clearing, and Ray is looking rough. He's out of breath, and he goes, I need a minute. I'm old." And he kind of pushes a couple logs so you all can sit. Um, he goes, I just need to catch my breath. I'll keep watch. You all sit down. I'm gonna need your all strength." So he has y'all sit down. There's 2 logs. 2 of you can sit on one log. 2 of you can sit on the other one, while he stands guard. How are you sitting?
I mean, I don't think there's a question of how that ends up. I don't think either of us could get on Jackie or Esther's log if we tried. So
We're already sitting, so it'd be
yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
I'll sit next to Reagan.
Yeah.
You look tired.
A little bit. You all good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm great. The world's ending.
Touche.
Do you want some almonds about it? I hold out a bag of trail mix.
Yeah, I hold my hand out for some almonds.
I
I
also
pour,
hold my hand out.
I pour some of the trail mix into everybody's hands.
Esther only eats the M&Ms.
I was about to say, Reagan looks at April Grace and is like, "Can I have your M&Ms so I can have no sugar?"
Yeah, you can have my M&Ms.
Thank you.
Just hold my hand out and let Reagan pick the M&Ms out of my trail mix before I throw the whole thing in my mouth.
Esther's also passing some to Ray.
I think even though she's like kind of trying to stay up, eventually Reagan is kind of like a little leaned against April Grace, just kind of.
Yeah, April Grace just sits really still because if she moves, then Reagan might think that she's not comfortable and like she needs to pick her head back up. So April Grace just like is frozen. She will not move. She will not move an inch.
Aw.
There's nothing. It's literally, don't even worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Fine.
And then, in what feels like maybe the last moment of peace before the final run, does Jackie and Esther say anything?
I don't think Jackie says anything.
I think Esther's just leaning up against Jackie.
I think Jackie is content with dying with the knowledge that they are in love with Esther, and it doesn't have to go further because they fear that if they say anything, it will alter her survival skills.
Okay, yeah. So you all head into the forest. You're walking. One by one. Um, on a much narrower trail. Um, who is at the end of this line?
Esther will be.
Esther, I'm gonna need you to roll, and this is a dire consequence roll.
Girl.
1, 6, no ones.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Esther, you start hearing hissing coming from directly behind you. As you turn around, you see 2 of the monsters starting to gain on you all.
I'm stanced up, ready with the axe.
Do you say anything, or do you just turn
Yeah,
around?
I'm like, there are 2 behind us.
There is not enough room. You can try to get into the forest in like the thick bramble to get like beside Esther, but it would take a roll. or you can let Esther try to take this, or you all can run. What do you do?
I think we should run.
I'm for running. I'm up close by Ray. So I'm not fighting to get closer to Esther, but I'll stay and let whoever fight it out if they really want to. But if people are running, I'll run.
I mean, I think Reagan's instinct would be to run. If she looks back and people are fighting, she'll be like, okay, what?
I don't think
It-
I'm gonna get up in the brush, but I'm gonna be like directly like right there. So like if Esther fumbles, I can get in.
Okay.
Reagan, are you running?
Probably.
I'll run with you.
Okay, you see Reagan and April Grace take off. And the moment has come. They've reached you. You could try to run, or you can attack. What do you do, Esther?
I think she's just gonna attack. Jackie's right behind her. She doesn't want to leave Jackie here. The rest have run. I think she's content with fighting.
Dire consequence. Go for it.
I rolled 1 6, 2 1s.
So yeah, you succeed. You succeed it. You're able to swipe and knock them both back. You don't quite hit them. They're moving a little faster. These ones. And then one much larger than the others descends upon you. You're not on you yet, but you see it down the trail. And when it blinks its eyes, another set of eyes blink. And it looks at you as if it knows you.
No,
Out a
Sharon.
ear-piercing scream that doesn't sound human or animal, but like if a computer could be in pain.
Oh.
Ugh.
And charges at you. What do you do? What, Jackie and Esther, what do you do?
I am grabbing Esther and running.
We're running.
Okay, you all start to run. Jackie, I need a roll from you. This is a dire consequence roll. And there are 3 dice left.
Wait, where did Ray go?
Ray is between trying to figure out what to do about the 2 running and the 2 fighting.
Fair enough.
And now we're running.
So I once again rolled nothing.
So failure.
Yep.
A light goes out. Being a dire consequence, I will tell you what happens. Ray pushes you out of the way. Down the trail. As this giant creature grabs him by the throat.
Ray!
And rips his head off.
Running!
Ray's body falls to the ground. As the creature lets Ray's head dangle with strings.
Mother.
And then Ray's head smiles at you.
We're running, we're running, we're fucking
We're running.
You all take off.
You're
able to catch up. The scene ends. We are down to 4 candles, 4 dice. We are in the end of. We are starting to get to the end. From now on, all of your rolls are now dire.
Yeah.
People will start to die.
Yeah.
The first truth is simply the world is dark. Jackie, what is the next truth about this world?
We make it back to each other.
Fair. Reagan, what is the next truth about this world?
I'm between wanting to do a Reagan one and just like a more general one. But I don't know what the general one would be, because it's just a thing where I'm like, oh, well, do I just say a thing about Reagan, or do
Reagan. Do
Okay.
Reagan.
Okay. Reagan thought that her friends were right behind her when she ran.
And then the last one we're going to give to Esther. Esther, what is the truth about the narrative in the world?
Ooh. If Jackie dies, Esther will not let Jackie die alone.
You're insane.
Okay.
Ah,
And the
This is
final...
what happens when you let gay people play games.
for real.
We didn't talk about this beforehand.
And the final truth. 1, 2, 3.
We are
We
alive.
are
alive.
Okay. We are down to 4 dice. You all... The scene starts, you all have found each other. And as you're running, you are able to... you're not able to get away, but you're able to get ahead a little bit. The adrenaline pushing you faster and faster until you come across a cliff and a large bridge that's probably a mile long. This is a bridge that hikers are meant to go over, and supposed to show the beauty of this river that feeds the lake, and the drop is hundreds of feet down. To fall off this would be certain death. But as you look to the left or to the right, you see no other way, at least as you can see, to get past this giant chasm.
So the bridge is like torn up. This is the.
Nope, this bridge looks fine.
Oh, okay.
It's just very long and very high up.
And
And
we
we're-
have someone tailing us. Yeah,
Well,
Sherry's
it's not-
behind us, so we should probably go.
Yeah, it's not going to get any shorter if we wait around and think about it. Let's
Don't
go.
run too fast, it'll shake.
No, I know. And I grab Reagan's hand and start taking a a safe but expeditious
A brisk walk.
a brisk walk over this bridge.
As you start, it does a little bit of swaying, but it's sturdy. It definitely you and Reagan are able to walk side by side pretty easily.
Okay.
And there's a strong railing on either side, so the chances of you like tripping and falling off of it is very low.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're good. And I'm guessing Esther and Jackie are behind.
Yeah.
As you get to about the middle of the bridge, you notice another large creature of the same type variety on this side, while the one chasing you hits the bridge as well. There are 2 on either side.
Fuck this. I'm moving towards the one that's in front of us.
Okay. Oh, Reagan, do you have something?
What's? Can you give me like a bit more specific description of the bridge?
Yeah, so it's it usually fits 2 people to walk side by side, has railings, and right in the middle, right where you are, there is a little like ranger house where someone could go in and they like set up for the day to sit there and just make sure people are okay on the bridge and in the surrounding forest. You can see the door's kind of ajar. You can't really see much in there because it's dark, but yeah.
Like, okay, so we're like partway across the bridge, and there's like a little.
A little hut.
Is it like? If we like went towards that, is that also on like a cliff thing, or is it like?
Literally on the bridge. It's a part of the bridge.
Okay. So I was like, is there like a way we could just go down the thing? But no. is... There's probably not going to be anything in the ranger hut.
I
You
don't
don't
know.
check, I will.
I think Reagan's gonna... Should we look if there's anything?
We can try, but I don't think we're going to avoid this thing. And I'd rather fight one at a time than both.
On the bridge.
Yeah.
I'll look back to Jackie and Esther to see, just kind of...
Yeah, I think we can. I think he's beatable.
Okay. Yeah, there's 4 of us. There's 1 of him.
Yeah, we can do it.
We can do it.
All right, you all
Repeatable.
head toward it,
Mhm.
and as you head toward it, the thing you see in its hands, like this, are heads, just like wood, all marionetted onto their hands, and they're singing in a weird screeching choir. And it's just bobbing its head like this and starting to float toward you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go towards it. I can't. I want to fight this thing. I want to fucking stab it in the heart.
All right, you roll for me. You run toward it in a moment of just frustration and rage. 4 dice.
So that is none of either. But can I burn my virtue?
You can.
So my virtue is determined.
Perfect.
And April Grace has never been more determined to do anything in her fucking life. She just wants to get to the other side of this fucking bridge. God damn it. No 1s, no 6s.
God damn it.
So, another candle goes out. What you 3 see, Reagan, Jackie, and Esther, is April goes to, just out of frustration and rage. She's been running all night, running for days, and she's finally ready to fight. She swings her sword, thrusts it, and gets caught in one of the heads and not. The thing brushes the sword aside, and you see strings appear all over Reagan. Or not Reagan, April Grace, as she's lifted into the air. And this big thing takes her over the side, as each one of her limbs twist in unnatural shapes, and you start hearing snaps. Then her head twists and twists and twists until it comes off. And you see her body start dangling, and her head dangling just above, as she begins to do a weird dance in the air, being puppeted by this monster that is no longer blocking your way. But April Grace has passed. One more light has gone out. And thank you, April Grace, for turning the camera off and muting. You've lost one of yours, and we begin with truths. The first being the world is dark. And because it was April Grace's failure, I get the first truth.
But
These things are going to be harder and harder to kill. Second truth, I'm going to give to Jackie.
if they don't kill you, you don't become one.
Okay. And the final truth. 1, 2, 3.
We're alive.
We are alive.
Game does get harder from here, as you can
Oh,
see.
yeah, it does.
The scene gets, you are able to make it past the bridge. And there's open
Let me
forest.
be so clear. Reagan throws up over the side of the bridge.
Okay, yeah. So you eventually get past the bridge. You are having to still run. You are being actively chased.
Yeah.
Okay, then Reagan throws up on the bridge.
Oh, and you're in front of us, so we have to run through vomit. The worst thing that could have ever happened to us today.
Yeah, the worst thing that's
Yeah,
happened in the past
obviously.
5 minutes.
you run. The thought of April Grace still in your head. And as you're running through the woods, you're now in a full sprint. And these things are everywhere. And they just seem to keep getting bigger. You're seeing these creatures now triple the size that are knocking trees over as they're chasing you. You're hearing trees splinter, and as you glance back, you see a tree go flying off into the distance. From the map you remember, if you keep running, you can maybe reach the town. You're about a mile away. Or you can try to hide in the forest and let these things pass. Or any other options. Of course, it is up to you. I give the narrative back to you. What do you 3 survivors do?
We gotta make it to town.
Yeah, I think Esther is just gonna keep running. And she is like sobbing as she is running.
Reagan is just like tears, snot, vomit, fucking like looks like she could like drop at any second. Cause she has barely slept and she just puked up what little food she has eaten and she just watched one of her best friends die.
As you're running, I need a roll from Reagan.
Sounds about right.
You are low on energy, lower on sleep, probably dehydrated. You are in a lot of trouble. I need a roll to see if you can keep going.
6 2 3s.
You all look back, worried for your friend, because Jackie especially understands, like, oh, Reagan has been looking rough and is now worse, but Reagan puts their head down and just starts running and catches up with you. And you've all decided to run. And as you're running, they start to catch up with you. And one of them throws a red cord from out of its skin robe toward Jackie. Jackie, what do you do?
I'm gonna... It's coming for me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and dodge out of the way, I think.
Roll 3 dice.
You know me with my hot rolls. Nope. I
So
got
it was a
nothing.
failure?
It was a failure.
A light goes out. The cord hits. And the only person to really see this... Oh, Jackie would have been ahead of everyone. Esther and Reagan, you see a cord hit the back of Jackie. And you see red fibers wrap around Jackie and dig into their skin. And Jackie raises off the ground a little, stumbling a little forward, and then freezes. And what you see is the cord starts to tighten and tighten. And Jackie's spine pops out the back of Jackie's back. And the cords tighten, creating what looks like a spin. You know those toys that you would spin to activate? That spinner is now what Jackie's back looks like. And the cord releases, and in Jackie's last breath, they start to do a little dance off into the woods. We are now down to 2 candles. There is the one truth, the world is dark. And for Esther and Reagan, what is the one truth?
I almost feel like for this, it's more narratively appropriate to give to Esther. Can I let
Esther.
them?
Esther.
Yeah, lucky I did have one.
What is one truth, Esther?
One truth is that only one of us is gonna make it to this town.
The last truth is the world is dark.
And we are alive.
The scene begins with you running. And you can start seeing light. And it doesn't look like the ethereal light in the distance. Out of the tree line, you start seeing some kind of light. It looks natural. So, with that, you begin to run. The only thing between you and this is a large creature that looks at you, and it's between you and the tree line, and its eyelids blink, and another set blink, and another set blink.
Mary.
It hisses and charges at you. What do you two do?
I think Reagan's gonna aim for the same spot where she nailed Sherry with the fire poker.
Okay. Roll for it, 2 dice.
I think she's gonna do that, and as she's running forward, she kind of like looks at Esther and she's like, "Run!" That is a 2 and a 5.
As you go to do another thrust, the adrenaline is starting to flood your body, but also being so exhausted is catching up. You just didn't have the energy. And it catches you. And it holds you. And from out of its skin, it pulls a fire poker out. And then stabs Reagan through the head with it. Reagan dropping down, dead.
Oh,
It
God.
looks at, there's one more candle goes out. There's one candle left. It is just you, Esther. This is what we call the final stand. You will have 1 dice to roll. And the only thing that can be burnt, used, is your life. I'll set the scene. You make it out of the forest to a world on fire. town sanctuary is burning. These things are everywhere. They, as you breach the forest, versions of this creature that you've never seen before descend on you like a nightmare. This isn't a roll. What do you do? What is Esther's final moments? Narrate what they're thinking right before the darkness takes you.
So, a fun fact. If you want to pray and you don't have a set of prayer beads or a rosary, you can use your hand. So I think Esther has one palm out and she's just started using her own hand to pray as she is sobbing, and she is just going to walk right into them because she has nothing left at this point. She doesn't have her friends, she doesn't have the love of her life, and there's no point.
And as you walk into them, and the darkness takes you, a kindness is given to you, Esther, where you do not feel the final moments, and you just pass into darkness, where the only truth now is the world is dark. Thank you all.